My beloved child, tonight is not ordinary, and these seconds you are living in are not repeating themselves again in the same way. Something has been set in motion for you, and it did not begin when you clicked this video. It began long before you realized you were being watched, guided, prepared. Do not treat this as background noise. Do not treat this as just another message. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. There is a reason your heart paused when you saw this title. There is a reason your eyes stopped scrolling when countless other voices were competing for your attention. You were not late. You were not early. You arrived at the exact second this message was meant to find you. And what is unfolding now is sensitive to time. Very sensitive. Listen carefully, because this is not about fantasy or empty promises. This is about alignment. This is about a transfer that does not begin in a bank, but ends there. What you are about to hear will make sense of delays you never understood, doors that closed without explanation, and moments where you felt help was just one breath away but never arrived. Those moments were not abandonment. They were preparation. Do not skip ahead. I need your full attention now. Something huge is waiting for you, and missing even one thread will make the picture incomplete. Tonight carries a deadline. A narrow window. A crossing point. Many people will hear words today, but very few will recognize what is actually being offered. You are here because you are capable of recognizing it. The number you saw is not random. It is not symbolic decoration. It is precise. It is intentional. And it is connected to a decision you made quietly, when no one was watching you struggle. There are people listening right now who have been carrying financial pressure in silence. You smile in public, you function, you keep going, but inside you are calculating days, obligations, and outcomes that feel heavier than they should. This message is not here to shame you for that. It is here because that pressure reached a threshold. And when a threshold is reached, intervention becomes possible. Stay with me. Don't skip. This is not the moment to multitask. You have been asking for relief in ways you did not even realize were prayers. Every time you chose integrity over shortcuts. Every time you resisted panic. Every time you helped someone else while your own needs waited. Those moments did not disappear into nothing. They accumulated. And accumulation eventually demands release. There is a reason the timing feels urgent. A reason the phrase, tonight, carries weight. Certain doors only respond to readiness, not desperation. And readiness is not loud. It is quiet. It is steady. It is the moment when you are tired of pretending you do not need help, but still willing to receive it with humility. Something huge is waiting for you, but it does not chase distracted minds. Don't skip. You may feel a strange mix of hope and caution right now. That is natural. You have been disappointed before. You have heard promises that dissolved into silence. This is different, not because of the words, but because of the alignment you are currently standing in. This is a crossing, not a performance. The transfer being spoken of is not a reward for perfection. It is a response to endurance. to showing up when results were delayed, to continuing even when motivation was gone, to not becoming bitter when it would have been easy. Stay till the end. The clarity you are seeking is closer than you think. There are unseen systems that move faster than human timelines. When they activate, things shift suddenly. Opportunities appear where resistance used to live. Conversations open that were previously blocked. Resources flow through channels you did not plan, but desperately needed. This is how provision often arrives, quietly at first, then unmistakably. Do not underestimate this moment by rushing through it. The number you saw represents stability replacing strain. It represents margin where there was pressure. It represents the ability to breathe again without immediately calculating what comes next. And yes, it reaches into the physical world. This is not abstract encouragement. This is about tangible change. But there is a condition, and it is not what most people think. It is not about doing more. It is not about proving worth. It is about attention. Presence. Willingness to stay when curiosity tells you to skip ahead. Don't skip. Something huge is waiting for you. Right now, as you listen, a decision point is forming. Not dramatic. Not loud. But real. Whether you stay open or retreat into doubt. Whether you listen fully or partially. Whether you allow this message to finish what it started in you. Many will leave before the most important part. Not because they are unworthy, but because impatience feels safer than hope. You are still here because something in you knows this is different. Stay till the end. What is coming next will explain why the timing is precise, why the window matters, and why tonight is not a metaphor. The pressure you felt was not meant to break you. It was meant to position you. Something huge is waiting for you. A quiet shift is happening right now, and most people will miss it because they are looking for noise instead of movement. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. What you are feeling at this exact moment is not imagination. It is recognition. Recognition that this message is speaking directly into a pressure point in your real life. Bills, responsibilities, promises you made to yourself, promises others made to you and never kept. This is not distant or symbolic. This is practical. This is personal. Pause for a second and listen carefully. The reason this message carries urgency is because timing has finally aligned with readiness. You have been in seasons where help would have been wasted because fear would have mismanaged it. You have also been in seasons where help was deserved but not yet sustainable. This moment is different. Don't skip. This is where the shift begins to make sense. There is a misconception that blessings arrive loudly. In reality, they often arrive as decisions first. Decisions to stay calm when panic would be easier. Decisions to keep integrity when compromise looks tempting. Decisions to keep listening when distraction tries to pull you away. Those decisions created a pathway. And now that pathway is active. Something huge is waiting for you, but it requires awareness. You may be wondering why the number mentioned feels so specific. Precision is not accidental. Precision is confirmation. When something is prepared intentionally, it carries exactness. The amount represents not excess for chaos, but provision for structure. It represents repair, not indulgence. Stability, not stress. Relief without regret. Don't skip ahead. What comes next connects directly to your daily life. Stay till the end. The urgency you feel is not pressure. It is alignment signaling that the window is open. Windows do not stay open forever, not because help is cruel, but because timing is precise. When the moment passes, it does not come back in the same form. Do not let distractions steal this moment. You are closer than you think. The shift is already in motion. What remains is attention, presence, willingness to receive without overthinking. Don't skip. Something huge is waiting for you. The atmosphere around you is quieter now, but that does not mean nothing is happening. In fact, the most decisive movements never announce themselves loudly. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. What you are experiencing right now is the narrowing of possibilities. Not fewer opportunities, but fewer distractions. When something real is approaching, unnecessary noise fades. That is why this moment feels focused, almost heavy. It is not pressure meant to scare you. It is gravity pulling what belongs to you closer. Listen carefully. This is where many people lose the thread by assuming the change must look dramatic. In reality, the greatest shifts often look like calm before confirmation. You may not see evidence yet, but alignment always comes before arrival. Don't skip ahead. The next insight is important. There is a truth few people talk about: relief arrives when responsibility and readiness finally match. You have been responsible for a long time. Longer than you admit. You have managed scarcity with discipline. You have stretched resources without complaint. You have learned how to survive tight seasons without letting them harden you. That training was not accidental. Something huge is waiting for you because you learned how to hold it without losing yourself. Think about the last time you checked your account balance and felt tension instead of peace. That tension is not a sign of failure. It is a signal that the current structure has reached its limit. Structures are not meant to be permanent when growth is happening. They are meant to be replaced. Stay till the end. This connection matters. You are not being promised escape. You are being offered stabilization. The difference is important. Escape avoids reality. Stabilization strengthens it. What is moving toward you is designed to restore order, not create chaos. It is meant to give you room to plan, to think clearly, to act intentionally again. Don't skip. Something huge is waiting for you. There are moments in life when timing matters more than effort. This is one of them. You could not force this earlier, and you do not need to force it now. The only thing required is awareness. Awareness keeps you present when impatience tries to pull you away. Right now, impatience sounds like logic. It says, just move on. But logic without vision often misses opportunity. Stay with this. The urgency you feel is not meant to rush you into mistakes. It is meant to keep you from disengaging. Windows of alignment do not beg. They simply open. Those who notice step through. Those who doubt wait for proof and miss the opening entirely. Stay till the end. There is a reason the message is specific about timing. Tonight represents convergence. Decisions you made months ago, actions you took quietly, restraint you practiced when no one would have judged you for giving up. All of that converges here. Something huge is waiting for you, and it is not disconnected from your real world. It touches rent, obligations, plans you postponed, and responsibilities you carry daily. This is not a fantasy. It is a correction. Don't skip ahead. The clarity is about to sharpen. You may feel a subtle fear alongside hope. Fear of disappointment. Fear of believing again. That fear is not weakness. It is memory. But memory does not get to decide the future. Awareness does. Stay present. What is unfolding does not require you to announce it, explain it, or defend it. It will speak for itself. Provision always does. When relief arrives, it does not argue. It simply works. Don't skip. Something huge is waiting for you. You are closer now than when you started listening. Not because time passed, but because understanding deepened. The moment is still active. The window is still open. Stay till the end. The moment has arrived where understanding turns into expectation, and expectation begins to feel real in your body. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you, and this is where many realize too late that attention itself was the key. There is a final misconception that needs to be broken. Many believe that when provision arrives, it will feel explosive, overwhelming, impossible to miss. In reality, true provision feels settling. It quiets anxiety instead of amplifying excitement. It restores balance before it brings celebration. That is how you know it is aligned and not accidental. Pause here. Listen closely. The urgency you have felt throughout this message was never about panic. It was about presence. About staying conscious long enough to receive what is already in motion. What is unfolding does not respond to disbelief, but it does respond to acknowledgement. Don't skip. This matters. You are not being asked to convince anyone else. This moment is private by design. Quiet confirmations are stronger than loud announcements. When change arrives without explanation, it lasts longer. That is why this message found you personally, not publicly. Something huge is waiting for you because the cycle you were trapped in is ending. Not slowly. Not symbolically. Ending in a way that alters your next decisions. Ending in a way that restores options you thought were gone. Stay till the end. There are people listening who have delayed joy until someday. Someday when things stabilize. Someday when pressure lifts. Someday when resources match responsibility. That someday is not abstract anymore. It is approaching. And it requires you to stay receptive instead of guarded. Don't skip ahead. What is coming does not erase effort. It honors it. It does not reward noise. It responds to consistency. It does not demand perfection. It supports progress. That is why this moment feels grounded instead of chaotic. Now listen carefully. When something good arrives after a long wait, the natural instinct is to rush, to tell everyone, to prove it is real. Resist that instinct. Let it settle first. Let stability form. Let relief become normal before celebration becomes public. Something huge is waiting for you, and it will reveal itself at the right pace. If this message is resonating deeply, it is because you recognize your own story inside it. That recognition is not coincidence. It is confirmation. Moments like this are rare, and awareness sharpens when shared intention exists. Stay with me. Don't skip. You are standing at the edge of a shift that many prayed for but few were prepared to handle calmly. Calm readiness is power. Quiet confidence is strength. And that is exactly the posture you are being guided into now. As this message reaches its final stretch, understand this: nothing here required you to force belief. It only required you to stay present. Presence keeps doors open long enough for results to walk through. Something huge is waiting for you, and the window is still active. If you feel clarity right now, protect it. If you feel peace replacing tension, trust it. If you feel anticipation without panic, that is alignment. Stay till the end. And as you carry this awareness forward, remember that shared focus strengthens momentum. When messages like this help you stay grounded, connected, and attentive, allowing others to find the same clarity multiplies its impact. Staying connected to messages that sharpen your awareness ensures you do not miss moments like this again. Don't skip. The shift is already happening. The signal you are sensing now is subtle but unmistakable, like the moment just before a long-awaited confirmation arrives. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you, and this is where understanding turns into readiness. There is a pattern to how real breakthroughs unfold. First comes pressure. Then silence. Then alignment. You have already lived through the pressure. You endured the silence. What you are standing in now is alignment, and alignment always feels quieter than struggle. That is why some people mistake it for nothing happening. They scroll away. They disengage. Don't make that mistake. Pause and listen. The reason this message keeps pulling you back into focus is because it is connected to your real timeline, not a vague future. You are not being told to wait endlessly. You are being told to stay aware right now. Tonight matters because momentum has already crossed a point of no return. Don't skip. This is important. There are moments when provision is prepared before the need becomes unbearable, not after. This protects you from desperation and poor decisions. You may not have realized it, but the delay you experienced was actually protection. It kept you steady until you could receive relief without fear controlling your choices. Something huge is waiting for you because fear no longer has authority over you the way it once did. Think about how differently you respond to pressure now compared to the past. You still feel it, but it doesn't consume you. You still worry, but you don't collapse. That growth changed everything. It qualified you for stability, not just survival. Stay till the end. The urgency in this message is not meant to rush your actions. It is meant to sharpen your attention. Attention is the gatekeeper of opportunity. When attention fades, alignment passes unnoticed. When attention remains, timing reveals itself. Don't skip ahead. You are closer than ever to a shift that will feel strangely normal once it arrives. That is how you know it is right. Real provision integrates into your life instead of disrupting it. It supports your responsibilities instead of adding new ones. It creates margin where there was none. Something huge is waiting for you, and it is designed to fit, not overwhelm. Right now, your role is not to imagine outcomes or count possibilities. Your role is simply to remain present. Presence keeps you connected to the moment while it is active. The window has not closed. But it does not stay open indefinitely. Stay with this. There will be clarity after confirmation, not before. That is why trust is being exercised now. Not blind trust, but grounded trust built on everything you have already survived and learned. You are not guessing anymore. You are recognizing. Don't skip. This recognition matters. You are standing at a point where relief is no longer hypothetical. It is approaching form. And when it arrives, you will understand why the journey unfolded the way it did. Nothing was wasted. Nothing was random. Everything was positioning. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you, and awareness is keeping you exactly where you need to be. There is a moment when anticipation becomes certainty, and that moment is forming right now. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you, and this is where many realize they were closer than they ever imagined. Up to now, this message has been preparing your awareness. What happens next depends on recognition. Recognition is different from belief. Belief hopes. Recognition knows. And knowing changes how you stand, how you breathe, how you wait. Pause here. Listen carefully. You may have noticed something subtle over the last few minutes. Your anxiety did not increase. It softened. That is not accidental. When something real approaches, panic leaves first. Calm arrives before confirmation. This is how alignment signals itself. Don't skip. This is important. There are real-life moments when help arrives quietly, without announcements, without dramatic signs. A notification. A conversation. A result that appears ordinary to others but changes everything for you. That is the nature of true provision. It integrates into life instead of interrupting it. Something huge is waiting for you because your life does not need disruption. It needs correction. Think about the practical things you have been carrying. Expenses that never stop. Responsibilities that don't pause. Plans you delayed because the numbers never worked out. What is approaching is designed to touch those exact areas. Not extravagantly. Effectively. Stay till the end. The reason the message feels urgent is because awareness has a short lifespan. The longer someone stays present, the clearer things become. The moment attention breaks, doubt rushes in. That is why you are being reminded again, don't skip. Something huge is waiting for you. There is a truth many people learn too late: opportunity rarely announces itself as opportunity. It often arrives disguised as timing. Timing that feels precise. Timing that feels almost too aligned to ignore. This is one of those moments. You did not find this message by accident, and you are not still listening by coincidence. Something in you understands that this is not filler. It is preparation for receipt. Stay with this. The coming shift will not erase responsibility. It will support it. It will not remove effort. It will make effort effective again. It will not change who you are. It will restore what pressure temporarily distorted. Something huge is waiting for you, and it respects your reality. You are not being asked to imagine a miracle. You are being positioned to recognize provision. That distinction matters. Imagination fades. Recognition remains. Don't skip ahead. When this moment completes its cycle, you will look back and realize the calm you feel now was the signal. Calm does not arrive without reason. Calm arrives when the struggle phase has finished its work. Stay till the end. You are still within the window. Awareness is holding it open. And what is meant for you moves most clearly when you are fully present. Something huge is waiting for you. A threshold is being crossed now, and it is not loud, but it is decisive. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you, and this is where many finally realize why everything before this had to unfold exactly as it did. You are no longer in preparation alone. Preparation has done its work. What you are sensing now is transition. The kind of transition that doesn't announce itself with noise, but with a sudden clarity that feels unfamiliar and steady at the same time. That steadiness is not accidental. It is the signal that the weight you carried is about to be redistributed. Pause here. Listen closely. There is a real-life truth most people never connect until after it happens. Financial relief often arrives when emotional pressure has already taught its lessons. If it had come earlier, it would have been misused, misunderstood, or lost to fear. If it came later, damage would already be done. Timing is everything, and timing is precise right now. Don't skip. This is important. Think about how many times you calculated outcomes late at night. How many times you told yourself, "I just need a little breathing room." That phrase was not random. Breathing room is exactly what alignment creates. Not excess, not chaos, but margin. Space to think again. Space to plan again. Space to live without constant urgency. Something huge is waiting for you because your life requires margin, not miracles. You may notice that the idea of receiving no longer feels overwhelming. That is a sign of readiness. In the past, even imagining relief may have triggered anxiety or guilt. Now, it feels appropriate. Earned. Timely. That emotional shift matters more than any number. Stay till the end. There is another misconception being quietly dismantled right now. Many assume that when help arrives, it must come with instructions, conditions, or explanations. Often, it does not. It simply appears and works. It restores balance without demanding justification. Don't skip ahead. What is approaching will not require you to explain yourself to anyone. It will not need validation. It will simply integrate into your life and begin doing what it was meant to do: stabilize, restore, and reposition you. Something huge is waiting for you, and it respects your privacy. Right now, your attention is the only thing keeping the channel clear. Distraction closes doors that effort cannot reopen. That is why you are being reminded again and again: don't skip. Stay till the end. You are closer than you think to the moment when waiting turns into acknowledgement. Not excitement. Not disbelief. A calm acknowledgement that something has shifted and will not shift back. Stay with this. When the pressure lifts, even slightly, you will recognize it immediately. Your body will know before your mind fully catches up. That recognition will confirm everything you are sensing right now. Something huge is waiting for you, and awareness is carrying you directly toward it. Everything feels quieter now, but this is the quiet that comes just before confirmation. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you, and this is where meaning locks into reality. There is a moment when anticipation no longer feels like wishing, but like remembering something that was already decided. That is the feeling forming inside you right now. Not excitement, not fear, but recognition. Recognition that this message is no longer preparing you, it is aligning you. Pause. Listen carefully. In real life, the biggest shifts rarely arrive when we are desperate. They arrive when we are steady enough to receive them without losing balance. You reached that steadiness without applause, without guarantees, without certainty. That is why this moment is unfolding now and not before. Don't skip. This matters. Think about how many times you told yourself, once this pressure lifts, I'll think clearly again. That was not weakness. That was instinct. Pressure narrows vision. Relief restores it. What is approaching is not meant to impress you. It is meant to restore clarity. Something huge is waiting for you because clarity changes everything. There are people listening who have learned how to survive on calculation instead of peace. Every decision measured. Every choice weighed. Every plan delayed. Survival taught you discipline, but it also exhausted you. This message is not here to criticize that. It is here to signal that survival mode is no longer required. Stay till the end. The urgency you feel is not countdown panic. It is alignment urgency. The kind that says, pay attention now, because this moment matters. Moments like this don't repeat themselves in the same form. They evolve. And evolution requires awareness. Don't skip ahead. You are not being promised escape from responsibility. You are being offered reinforcement. Support that strengthens what you are already carrying. That is why this feels grounded instead of unreal. Something huge is waiting for you, and it fits into your real life. Notice how your mind is quieter now than when you started listening. That quiet is not emptiness. It is space. Space is created when resistance leaves. And resistance leaves when struggle has done its work. Stay with this. When provision approaches, doubt often makes one last appearance. Not to stop it, but to see if you will disengage at the final stretch. You are still here because something in you understands the difference between noise and signal. Don't skip. The signal is strong now. This moment is not about predicting how things will happen. It is about recognizing that movement has already begun. Outcomes reveal themselves after alignment, not before. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you, and awareness is keeping you exactly where you need to be as the shift continues to unfold.